back, boys and girls. We're going to do Cam Jansen, The Mystery of the Dinosaur Bones, Chapter 2. So in Chapter 1, they're at the museum and they're about to go into Cam's favorite room. Don't forget to have your worksheet packet open because we're going to get started on that right away next. Chapter 2. The class followed the guide into the room. Glass cases filled with old tools, bones, rocks, and photographs lined the walls. On a platform in the center of the room was part of the skeleton of a very large dinosaur, the Brachiosaurus. Some of the bones from the skeleton were lying on the platform. The wires had come loose and the skeleton was being repaired. This is the skeleton of a Brachiosaurus. Brachiosaurus, Janet Tyler said again, slowly, so everyone could hear how the word was pronounced. The Brachiosaurus was the biggest dinosaur. It weighed over 50 tons. That's more, I'm sure, than all the children in your whole school weigh together. Then the guide led the class to another dinosaur skeleton. It was much smaller than the Brachiosaurus. Its mouth was open and its hands were stretched out as if it were ready to grab something to eat. "Look at those teeth," someone in the class said. "And look at that tail. It's so long and pointy." "This is the skeleton of a Coelophysis," the guide said. "Coelophysis," she said again slowly. "Now you may know about some dinosaurs, but I'm sure no one knows anything about the Coelophysis." "I do," Cam said. Everyone turned to look at Cam. They were surprised that she knew about the Coelophysis. Miss Benson had never mentioned it when she taught the class about dinosaurs. Cam had read about the Coelophysis. She wanted to remember exactly what the book said. She closed her eyes and said, "Click!" So remember, she already took that picture, so when she brought that, she was thinking about that picture she took about the book she read about them. When Cam said, "Click," the guide started to laugh. She covered her mouth with her hand. The Coelophysis, Cam said with her eyes still closed, was one of the first dinosaurs. It was about 8 feet long, including its tail. It weighed no more than 50 pounds. It was a meat eater and, "Yes, thank you," the guide said before Cam had a chance to finish. "What you may not know is that these bones were discovered by Dr. Kurt Daub, the scientist who started this museum." "Are people still finding dinosaur bones?" Eric asked. "Yes," Miss Tyler answered. "I'll be going on a dinosaur hunt in a few weeks, and I hope to find some myself." Someone else asked, "Are all those bones real?" "No, Dr. Daub didn't find a complete skeleton. Some of these bones were made from plaster of Paris." There were many other questions, but Cam stopped listening. She was busy studying the dinosaur's tail. "Something is wrong," she whispered to Eric. Cam closed her eyes and said, "Click." She kept them closed for a while. Then she looked again at the dinosaur's tail. "I was right," Cam said to Eric. "Something is wrong. 3 of the dinosaur's bones are missing." I can't wait to read Chapter 3 and we'll figure out more about that story. Bring out your Chapter 2 questions. Okay. The first one. How do museums make models of dinosaurs if they do not have all of the bones? What did it say? Remember, he did not find a complete skeleton. So it was on this page, on page 14, 13, 12. 12 and 13. So someone else asked, "Are all those bones real?" "No, Dr. Daub didn't find a complete skeleton. Some of these bones were made from plaster of Paris." So how do museums make models of dinosaurs if they do not have all the bones? So the museums use what type of plaster? Use plaster of Paris to make missing bones. So the story says if they don't have a complete set, but they still want to make it look like they do, they use plaster of Paris to make missing bones. So some of these bones aren't real, but they all look like they would be. It's because they made a replica or a copy of a real bone from plaster, so kind of like a clay. All right, the next question. What will Miss Tyler be doing when she goes on a dinosaur hunt? What is she looking for? Okay, I want you to write that. What will she be looking for? The last one. What does Cam notice about the tail of the Coelophysis? What did she say? I was right, Cam said to Eric. Something is wrong. 3 of the dinosaur's bones are missing. So what does Cam notice about the tail of the Coelophysis? 3 of the dinosaur's bones are missing. Okay, that's what you're gonna write in this last part. Great job with the first 2 chapters. Tomorrow we're gonna do chapters 3 and 4 and also the review sheets, okay? So keep up the great work. I can't wait to read. I love this book.